Any other questions? Close, we talked about the brochure, references, questions, notepad. After the interview, you always want to send a thank you note. Always want to send a thank you note. When you go on your Apple interview, send a thank you note as well. All of the companies that you will interview with, this is a part written into the curriculum for Apple. But all of these companies have said that, I want students, I want an intern. But for your enrichment and for your development, you have to go through an interview. That's why I need more than one site. There are a couple of cases where students are already working at a certain site, and they are going to shadow at a higher level. So that's different. But I need more than one choice from you. Because if someone else has that position, or they can only hire one person rather than 2 or 3, and I have 2 or 3 going to that place, then I've got to go to step 2. So that's why I asked you to list them in priority. So thank you note is always good, even if you didn't accept the job. It's not a lose situation, it's a win-win situation. The more you interview, the better you will become. Okay? So you found out some things. You found out that this company was not for you, or this particular position was not for you. So always, and like I said yesterday, it's a small world. This position may not be for you. It's not a rejection of you. It's the fit, you see. And if you made a good impression, HR managers with their little network, they will remember. They will keep that resume and say, hey, I interviewed someone the other day. You might want to check him out. Check her out. Okay? So prior to your interview, you want to go on the Buck Career Network. You want to turn in your resume. You've got to upload your resume. And if you didn't come to part 1 yet, let me give you that presentation tomorrow. Is part 1 tomorrow? Yeah, part 1 tomorrow. And then after that, you upload it on the Buck Career Network on our website, and I will critique them. Myself and career counselor Tracy Hayden will critique them. And then you will also go to our website at charlestonsouthern.edu/careers, an S at the end, and you will do your mock interview on Interview Stream. Okay, Interview Stream. And so that's 30 minutes of interviews. And for Interview Stream, individual will ask you 8 questions. And when you register, you will see all available times on the calendar. It'll say, I want to schedule an interview at my career center. You click on that button, the calendar comes up with available dates and times. So you just go on there and you say, on interview, click interview here, put your name. Then you come to the Career Center. If you don't have one of those little webcams, we have a little interview room, so that's where students come to conduct your mock interview. Once you register, use your CSU ID and PIN for the password and user ID or however they have that. So you won't have to remember something new. But it'll ask you if you want to have random questions asked to you, 8 random questions, or do you want them to ask you questions related to law school, medical school, entry-level management, upper management, an array of topics. Or you can just say, just ask me random questions. But you can also select your topics and they will ask you questions related to that. So you will have 30 minutes. Come to the center, you just log in, remember your username and password, you log in, the doors close and you start your interview. When you're done, the email that you put in your registration information, the whole interview, the 30-minute interview will be emailed directly to you and you can critique it. We are running our freshmen, second semester's freshmen through this program right now. So the video will go to their email address and then they forward it to their instructor for the instructor to critique it. So we also in the Career Center always have a copy of it as well. So I will critique, myself and Tracy Hayden will critique, and Nicole Coughlin back here will critique your your mock interview and offer suggestions to you. Okay? Some additional resources, job choice books. We didn't bring a lot of them. We had them in the first session, so every first part one, we bring that. Job choice magazines are good reads. Did anyone bring theirs today? If you can hold it up for someone that didn't. Yeah, your job choice. Yes, there it is. Yeah, good read, lots of articles in there, sample resumes, everything, cover letters, thank you letters, everything's in there. And of course, I just talked to you about interview screening. That's where you're going to do your mock interview. Okay? Additional resources. Let's go over the handbook and expectations of the Apple program. Okay? Expectations of the Apple program. So I just want to make sure that you guys have all the information that you need to get through the program. It's user-friendly, structured, but it's user-friendly. So I want you to know what your expectations are, what we expect from you, and also what the responsibility of the business is. Okay? So you have the Apple handbook and you have the guidelines. Your business will submit every 2 weeks a progress report, and at the end of the semester, an evaluation on you. Okay? So you have a copy of the progress report and the evaluation in your handbook. Okay? The progress report is on page 9 of your handbook, and what your business does, your business will actually submit this online. Very easy, very user-friendly. In a lot of cases, business will assign the student to maybe give them a copy of this form. Some of them, at times, do not have access to a computer, computer's down, or for whatever reason. But this is the information that they are sending to us, and I want you to know what we ask. We ask them to put the date in. We ask them to submit your name, the name of the business, and we ask them to put the date range for the 2 weeks that they're reporting, and the hours that you've worked. Okay? And there's a box for additional comments, and it's optional. But this is how we track students. This is how we keep up with time. This is how we find out that, there are some issues. Maybe we need to deal with them, and we can work with our business partners that way. Business love it. Business love it. Because this is an educational experience for you. Okay? So go over all of the forms. Okay, when we're done with this workshop, in your packet, the first thing you see, I think it's on page 5 and page 6. The first thing you're going to see is your job interview form and your job plan. Okay? Before you go on your interview, I have to sign an interview form. For every interview that you go on, I have to sign an interview form. What does this do? I've already alerted the business partners to this. It's going to let them know that, okay, you have seen me. You're coming from Charleston Southern University, and you're coming to interview for this particular intern. And so I signed that. And then after your interview, the business signed this too. So that is on page 5. And that's the interview. That's the interview form. And you can see there's a place for me to sign at the top. So you take that with you as well.